Hey, it's BrickTsar. I'm going to be doing a Pablo that's picking a Bricklink Lego order, and we're going to do question and answer with you. That's BrickTsar answer thingy, as I almost can't remember what the name of my own question and answer segment is. BrickTsar answer thingy, hashtag bat. So we're going to do a few of those. And today, as I'm filming this, it's earlier in the day, the registration for Philly Brick Fest started today, and I really want to go. I'd love to go, but it is not looking like we're going to be able to go. So just let everybody know that. I will love following everybody that goes and see what they post. Of course, this is going to be in April of 2019, but my circumstances will not allow me to go this year. But I do look forward to perhaps going again in the future. But 2019 won't happen. Just want to let everybody know that. And I will miss everybody. I think the best thing about any of the shows, whether it's Philly Brick Fest or any of the Brick Fairs, any other Lego conventions, is just getting that interaction with the people. And yeah, I'm going to miss that. But let's get to the Pablo, and then we'll do some BrickTsar answer thingy questions. Wait a minute. Can I write this without messing it up? BrickTsar. And we're doing a Pablo. That's picking a Bricklink Lego order. And I've been numbering the bricks. We're up to number 51, plus we did 425. But we got a special request here from BrickTsar. BrickTsar says, hey BrickTsar, this is BrickTsar. I am new to YouTube world, but have been on Bricklink for a while. And now as a seller and buyer, I'm a huge TheyMightBeGricks fan. As I am, and I would like very much to know you better. I would love a red signed brick, but have a special request that it has TMBG instead of a number. Anyway, I'll be watching if you decide to make a Pablo of my order. All right, so that's a one-of-a-kind brick there, a TMBG. And if you don't know, TheyMightBeGricks is a movie with George C. Scott, from which TheyMightBeGricks, the band, took their name. And a variation of that is how we came up with TheyMightBeBricks, my son's channel. And so we're going to pick his order. So I only have to go to 4 drawers. The first one is drawer 62, which is the 2x3 tile. So he cleared out drawer 62 for me. The next one is drawer 3830, which is not far away. I like orders like this. 3830. All right, there. You got all of these. These are these tiles with this special printing on them. There should be 30 there. I will need to count that. Drawer 3906 and 3660. 3960. Wait a minute. 3960. I'm sorry. You got the dark blue pants. And where's 3906? The 2x4 tiles. All right, clearing out some drawers for us. Thank you, BrickTsar. So I need to count those, make sure they're all there. All right, so the pieces were all there. So put these in there. Got all the pants. And I'm going to throw these pieces in. And then the TheyMightBeGricks BrickTsar brick. One of a kind. Thank you, BrickTsar, for your order from our Bricklink store. And we look forward to seeing if you do a video when you get your pieces. And perhaps, are you going to use these in a mock or for something else? Let us know when you get them. The first BrickTsar answer thingy question we're going to consider is from Brick Trains. If you don't know Brick Trains, be sure to check out his channel. He's got a lot of vintage stuff and trains. Formerly known as Joey Jones. No, he's still Joey Jones, but the channel is called Brick Trains. A lot of really cool, rare, and unusual stuff. Stuff that you won't see on just about any other channel. So check them out. That's Brick Trains. And the question he is in relation to the color chart. I did a couple of videos on the color chart. One was planned because it was a question, and then I was just going through stuff and I found some stuff I forgot about that I needed to include. So, and this discussion has come up. But he asked here, have you checked out the book, The Unofficial Lego Color Guide by Christopher Bartneck, PhD? It's the sole reason I gave up on the color chart. Too many color variations. So, no, I had not checked it. I don't even remember if I've seen it before. I'm sure somebody's referred it to me before. But you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go to Amazon and buy that book. There is a first version and second version. The first version is cheaper, but I'm going to go ahead and get the second edition instead, even though it's more, because I figure it has more colors. Probably updated, I'm assuming, for colors that came out since the first, I don't know. But I think I will get that book just to see how daunting a task it is trying to get all the different Lego colors. And while we're talking about color charts, let's go ahead and get King Louis Bricks questions. This is in regard to how the Lego community has the descriptions for colors like light bluish gray. It's called light bluish gray because it has a bluish tint to it and it's light gray, okay? And that kind of differentiates it from the old light gray. Lego, he says, calls this medium stone gray. And I made an error one time trying to part together a set with the color he mentions here, tan. It's called brick yellow. It's tan. Why do they call it yellow? But that's what Lego does. So his question is, I get the reason why the community calls it different because of a reference to the real world, but how did it evolve in that way? Hashtag BAT. The reason it evolved that way in the community, and I want you, those that are more in-depth about this, to correct me if I'm wrong. And this book that I'm looking at getting may even shed more light into it, because I'm sure this Christoph, done more research. But this is what I understand, is that the name that Lego had before the internet came along. In fact, I think that for years Lego didn't even name their colors. And then they did, but these weren't published publicly. And by then, the community had already come up with the names. So, and I think through different websites, even before Bricklink, I think some of the other fan websites, that some of the fan-made ones were naming the colors. And you pretty much, all of us, I wouldn't need to know that there's official colors to know what red is. Or blue, or black, or green. And then you start getting variations. Oh, this is a little lighter green. Oh, this is a brighter green. And that's, I think, how they evolved. And then we found out that Lego had official names for the colors. Not all the colors. Lego has not named all of their colors. But the community has done that. And that's more for help us to tell them apart. So it really is, I think there really is no official color name for every Lego color made, but we tend to go by what Bricklink says. All right, next question. This is from Tom Yu. Did you ever buy a vintage set or some vintage pieces to save them, even though you didn't need the set or pieces? And yes, I have bought duplicates of many vintage sets. Not necessarily because I needed that set. Usually it's because it was like with a group of sets, or it was a really, really, really good deal. And maybe it was a better condition than the one I had previously. And so then, because a lot of especially the vintage sets used a lot of the same pieces in other sets, I could use those parts to maybe piece together another set. So yes, I do look at vintage deals and auctions and sets online, even if I already have them, because I do search that term, vintage Lego. The next question is from GJ Bricks. He says, any tips for matching the proper color to what gets printed in the manuals, as some of the colors are so easy to get confused? That's why we make the color chart. I think the main thing is to kind of know what colors are the easiest to get confused, and then go from there. And the Bricklink is, to me, the best resource. So I'll probably do a follow-up when I get this unofficial guide to Lego color, the different Lego colors. I might do a follow-up video on that. You just got to kind of know, and you got to kind of know what's set. I do know that sometimes, and I've mentioned this in the previous videos, even the people that submit the inventories to Bricklink, sometimes they have gotten the colors wrong. And then somebody will go in and correct them later. So you want to have the right color, but you kind of know there's certain colors, like I mentioned, flat silver, pearl light gray get mixed up, bright pink, pink gets mixed up. Even people will still mix up light bluish gray, light gray, and then that it doesn't even begin to get into some of the, I'm going to be doing a video. I mentioned this before. I have a plan to do a video talking about variations, because I think there's a bigger problem with part variations than there are a problem with colors. But pretty much, if you know you've been collecting since 2005, that will limit some of the problems, because the colors are different since 2005 as they were before 2004. Done a lot of videos on that. We'll do a couple more questions. The next one's from Ninja Tannic. Can we ask any non-Lego related questions for Bat? Yes, you can. And if so, do you have any other hobbies besides collecting Lego and trains? Now, obviously, I have an entire channel dedicated to trains, so you knew about that. Trains are fun. And then even on BrickTsar Toys, it's mostly trains, roller coasters, and slot cars. But the question is, do I have any other hobbies besides Lego and trains? Well, we did mention slot cars. We mentioned the trains. Over the years, I have also been a baseball card collector, but I pretty much stopped collecting baseball cards around 1993. I collected basketball and baseball cards and some pop culture related cards. Pretty much got out of that hobby in 1993. I collected comic books from the mid 70s until March of 1996, when I pretty much stopped cold turkey buying comic books. I could do a whole video on that. In fact, I probably have mentioned this in a couple of videos. I got so frustrated with comic books. My favorite comic book was Spider-Man, and they totally ruined Spider-Man. They ruined the Fantastic Four. They ruined Superman, in my opinion. And I got so frustrated with comic books that I stopped collecting all comic books in March of 1996, and I have bought a few since then. I did get over it. I didn't hold my grudge against comic books as long as I did my grudge against the Atlanta Hawks for trading Dominique Wilkins. But basketball is a favorite hobby of mine, or sport. I used to be an avid bicyclist. I used to ride a bicycle I used to do a lot of bicycle riding. Don't do it as much anymore. I've collected NASCAR. I've collected stamps as a kid. I was really into electronics as a kid. And into my young adulthood, I'm into model rocketry. We love to fly rockets. I don't know. There's probably a lot of things I'm overlooking here. I had too many hobbies, and I've kind of limited them to the main ones, which is Lego, trains, slot cars, roller coasters. But I'm probably even forgetting something major. If I walk around the basement, I could probably find something else that I've collected. Yeah. Oh, Thomas the Tank Engine. Well, that counts with trains. Yeah, there's way too many things I've collected over the years, and I've really worked at not doing that. I do like books. I like books on science. I like books on dinosaurs, but I don't collect those as much as I used to. I was a big Michael Crichton fan, so I collected all of the Michael Crichton books that he wrote, even the ones he wrote after he died. Yes. That's enough about that. But anyway, good question from Ninja Tannic. And you did have another question about part out of, or looking for the parts from a set on Bricklink. I got another video somewhere on my channel. I may cover this in an upcoming video, but I think this is way enough, plenty video. This is enough questions for this video. So anyway, thanks everybody for watching. If you have a question, use the hashtag BAT, hashtag BAT. And that stands for BrickTsar Answer Thing. I want to thank again BrickTsar for the Bricklink order, and we will see you in the next video.